Well, all right. Well, people, in case they ever ask me, well, typically it doesn't come up because that's the way it is when you talk to people. They'll say something about, oh yeah, Jesus something, Jesus something or other. Yeah, praise the Lord for this, and then I'm forced to decide at that point, okay, how do I interact with this person? 9 times out of 10, I pretend like I'm a believer. You know what I mean? Because that's just the easiest thing to do. If they say, yeah, God willing, uh, God willing, maybe something, yeah, and then I'm like, yeah, Jesus, because that's easier than being like, well, I don't believe in Jesus myself. Yeah, I don't think God has anything to do with anything. Yeah, I don't know about praying to Jesus. I think you need to go to the doctor. Just anything. But that's the thing. What's sad is that it's that's hard to do, is to exist as someone that doesn't believe in their version of what God is. Because I'll tell you one thing straight up is I don't personally doubt that there could be some kind of entity or being. You know what I mean? Part of being someone that thinks is understanding that you don't know everything. And that, hey, maybe, you know what I mean? If you give up on thinking maybe, then you're just some fuck, man. And you're not even using your head no more. Once you've got everything figured out. And that's what's a trip. Sorry. Yeah, these guys, man. But the deal is, I'm someone that believes in that. That there could be something, but I don't believe what they tell me it is. And it's funny because, the thing I realized is, the reason why I don't believe in God is because they tell me there's a God. You know what I mean? And that's the thing about it, is that I don't trust what they want to say. You know what I mean? If it's coming from some group, if it's coming from some source that's obviously gaining from it. And that's what's sad is they're obviously gaining. That dude from Atlanta that raped that kid. Or the kids. And he scammed those people. The Bishop Eddie Long or whatever his fucking name is. That guy's a millionaire. People have paid that guy millions of dollars to stand on some fucking stage and spout his fucking religious nonsense to lie to these people. To just fucking get, these people are going and they're paying her saying, here's my money. Here's my money. You make me feel good. This is, and that, because that's what it is, man. And that's what's sad. A kid asked me one time, he goes, how do you become a minister? How would you become a minister? He didn't really want to be a minister, but he asked me, how would you become a minister? And I said, well, the first thing you got to be able to do is look someone right in the fucking eye and lie to them. Lie right to their face and say, here's the truth. You know what I mean? And that's what they do to people. And they talk in this voice, this soft, soothing, calm, understanding voice that lets you know everything's fine. And, hey man, here's my story of pain. I know what you're feeling. You know what I mean? There's always this fucking story where they used to shoot heroin or something. Or maybe he was even gay. He might have even been gay, right? Imagine that. Wow. And Jesus saved you. And that's the trip. You know what I mean? That's the thing about it, dude. Is, it's just messed up, man. They were talking about sonograms and women. And, how they're going to make them get a sonogram or listen to the baby's heartbeat before getting an abortion, And where does that come from? What is it? Again, obvious. Religious, man. Religious nuts, man. These people that have their agenda, man. And I hate to say it because it sounds so simple. It sounds so stupid. But think about it like this. It's just like breeding cattle, man. And you put them down this chute. This little chute that says Christ. This Christianity chute. And you get them in line and you line them up. And one by one they go and they pay their taxes and they tithe their 10%. And they tell more people about it and it just snowballs, man. But that's the thing. That's why abortion's a threat. Not because it's anyone... And that's the thing with saying. And what I'll say about Christian people, and I think what gets forgotten when you watch something like this and someone's just like going nuts about religion and stuff, is that like people who are Christians typically are good people. And that's the sad thing. That's what's tragic. Is that you took these people with good hearts and you injected it with your bullshit. And you told them stuff like, well, you don't want Bill to go to hell, do you? Because that's where he's going. And then you get all like, oh shit. Oh fuck. And then you have a baby and you don't love nothing else in this world more than your own kid. I don't have a kid. But I imagine if I had a kid, that would be my whole world would be this kid. Right? And then you get to thinking about life. And then you get to thinking about what you've heard. And didn't they say something about like hell and like, and then you think, wow, I don't want Billy to go to hell. Billy can't go. I want Billy in heaven with me. But why are you going to heaven? Well, I believed in Jesus. And I want Billy to believe in Jesus. And so you put him down the chute. You send him sliding head first into this fucking pit of lies and just like filth. You know what I mean? And it's just a perversion of truth that happens every day in every church. And it's based on bullshit and taking advantage of people's goodwill. But deep down, you know, these people, man, at a certain point, someone knows. At a certain point, someone knows better. And those are the people you got to look out for, man. At a certain point, someone knows that what they're selling is shit, man. And that you're just going to send it right down. You're just going to let it roll right down that hill, man. And everyone you know. And that's the thing. And again, that's coming full circle. Is like you go out and you exist in this world as someone that doesn't believe. And it's hard because they've been programmed to like interject their little Christian nonsense into every crack of life. You know, everything you do, somehow or another, Jesus can fit right on in. You know what I mean? And that's what sucks. But I'm probably running long here. I thank you for listening to my rant. Peace.